Alright guys, so during the 4-year anniversary, I have finally been able to grab enough orbs to go ahead and rainbow this GT Frieza right here. Plus, you know, during the 4-year anniversary, which is GT themed, I figured I'd rainbow as many GT units as possible. This Frieza is a very, very good support type unit, as well as defensive unit. Global players in particular, I do recommend maybe rainbowing this guy. Upcoming in a upcoming Dokkan battlefield, this Frieza can be very, very important against the Great Saiyaman boss that can one-shot you. But this Frieza can help you overcome that, you know, with his damage reduction, and then he also stuns. Yeah, the Frieza stuns and then Cell seals. But this Frieza is quite good, so I've wanted to rainbow this guy for quite a while. It's funny, I actually strongly prefer the free-to-play versions of the GT and the GT Frieza and Cell than I do the summonable versions of the GT Frieza and Cell. So let's go ahead and see how solid this Frieza can be. Alright guys, so we are over here on the AGL Metal Cooler team, the most Malevolent Clan team. Now this is exciting because, you know, Metal Cooler is incredible. He's easily one of the best Dokkan Fest units in the game. I even recently did a video on Super Battle Road where he was really showing out. Metal Cooler is just fantastic, right? But, you know, one reason I tend to not use his team very often is because, like, right now, the way I kind of, like, use teams and stuff is if, like, they have new units, right? So whenever a team has, like, a new unit or there's, you know, like, a new category or something like that, that's kind of when I'm using those teams. And because, you know, the team is really, you know, so small, just... See, them not having Frost in here was a huge mistake as well, by the way. Like, it's going to be an issue, you know, like when Frost comes out on JP or when Metal Cooler comes out on Global, it really doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, Frost should be on this team because, you know, it's so limited otherwise, right? Now, this Frieza is going to be a tremendous support type unit for this team with the 2 key, the 25% attack and defense, and he reduces damage, right? So all of that together is going to cause him to be very, very effective on this team. Like, again, both the GT free-to-play Frieza and Cell, both of them are tremendous units for free-to-play units. And as you guys can see, like, from some of the numbers that some of these units are putting up on this team is insanity. Like, this is a really, really good team. And, like, what's funny is a lot of these units are quite old. You know, Cooler is good, but he's, you know, almost, like, to the day 2 years old now, right? You know, look at some of these units. This Frieza's new, the final form, so of course he's fantastic. You know, first form Frieza is of course over 2 years old. He came out before the 2-year anniversary. You know, we can get things like, I think, a base form Cooler. Well, I say base form, but it's really like his final... It's Frieza's final form, right? You guys know what I'm talking about when I say base form Cooler. But we could get him with a transformation mechanic into final form Cooler. That would give us a better, you know, Cooler. You know, they need to give us like a TUR, like second form Frieza, third form Frieza. Doing stuff like that would enhance this team, give us more options. And then, of course, a new full power Frieza, absolutely. Okay, so this Int Frieza right here, right? Damage is not going to be his forte. That's not the big point of him. But he is able to stun on super attack. He gives the 2 key and 25% attack and defense from his passive. He reduces damage received by 30%, which is amazing for a free-to-play support type unit. And then he has, you know, good links for this team. Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare. Like, he fits great here, right? So we'll be able to see exactly how he's going to handle stuff. Like, this team is, like, so good. Like, we're just cutting this event to shreds. So he's sitting here at, okay, 400,000. Again, considering everything else he brings to the table, plus the fact that he's free to play, that's very good. That's incredible. And then, of course, you know, he's going to add a lot of damage to both of the coolers that are on rotation right here and allow them to really show out. So, you know, this team is strong. You know, this is, I wanted to get this Frieza ready, you know, because I was thinking a while back that they were going to give us an LR Golden Frieza. Or maybe like an LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold, right? Like, those are other units, you know, they can make better versions that would enhance this category. A Mecha Frieza, they could give us a TUR version of him. You know, King Cold, I think Mecha Frieza plus King Cold would qualify for an LR. I think that would make sense. You know, there's a lot of stuff that they could do. Okay, so I'm not gonna finish Vegito Blue here because on that next rotation we'll have Turles with the Frieza. That is a big part. So I'm gonna go a little light on our boy Tech Vegito Blue here and not go all out. I will allow LR First Form Frieza to get a nice little hit in though, because I don't really use LR Frieza too often, right? And LR Frieza is still a very strong unit, like considering he is free to play, as an LR, and like you compare him to the Prime Battle LR Goku, and I think the LR Frieza is like way better because his links are really good for the teams that you could use him on. The other category that this Frieza is on is the Transformation Boost, the SCR Super Buu team. So we'll also go ahead and head over there and take a look at this, support type Frieza. On that team, this Frieza could be useful as well, just provided you go with more of a full villain build, right? That's kind of like the one big necessity there. So let's see what Frieza will be able to do here, linked up with Final Form Cooler, and also having Turles on the team, because remember, Turles does qualify for this team because Metal Cooler gives a buff to Extreme AGL. So up to over 500,000. Again, I'll completely take that with everything else he brings to the table, plus the fact that he's free to play. Okay, we got a dodge right there. I think I might have given this Frieza 20 dodge because, I felt like that would best support him. I know, like, a lot of people like to give additionals to units that stun, and, like, that does make sense, but, like, the dodges, like, you get even one dodge in, like, Super Battle Road or Extreme Z-Awakening events, and it's a complete game changer. So I do like going dodge quite often there on defensive units. So there we were with the most Malevolent Clan team, like, just effortless. We took some damage only because I wanted to get to that last turn. Just a very powerful team overall. It's just a shame that right now, there's not a lot of opportunity for me to use it, since I'm typically, just using teams based upon what new units are out, or like if I rainbow a said unit or something like that, right? So, alright, I'm sure that'll be the highest we'll see Frieza on this team, but we can also take a look at him on that Super Buu team as well. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Enhanced Transformation team, SCR Super Boost team. I do really like the roster of this team. You could build a pretty good, full villain team. There's other options like Int Goku Black, SCR Android 21. You got a lot of really solid units that you can rock, sort of on this team. So, I figured, it'd be pretty easy to build like a full villain team, which would maximize Frieza's, support type passive. So, I'm pretty sure... Oh, actually, maybe we will get a higher attack stat over here on the, Enhanced Transformation team, because we are going to have access to Physical Kit Buu, and of course, that 50% massive buff that he gives. Ooh! Full Power Frieza, 2.6! Woo! Man, see, that's the thing, like, I feel like we need a new Full Power Frieza, but, like, the old Full Power Frieza is still really good. That was nice! And he's going to get way higher than that once we get Physical Kit Buu on the rotation, too. Oh, boy. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we got Broly here. I'll probably go ahead and knock Broly off the rotation for a little bit. Another reason I do really enjoy this transformation team so much is because, like, I know a lot of people don't like the transformation mechanic or gimmick, but I actually do really like it. It's just, I don't like it when they make it too hard to obtain, right? So, like, I think Broly and Gogeta are completely fine. I think the transforming Goku and Frieza are completely fine. It's just like LR Vegito and Gogeta, and then, like, Int Goku Black. Those three units, it's just, they don't transform. You never, ever see them transform. I mean, sometimes I can get Int Goku Black to transform in these showcases because I'm intentionally, like, slowing down and not, like, one-shotting bosses, right? But normally, it's it's a nightmare trying to get that Goku Black transformation. That's not very likely to happen. Broly's good defensively, so we're going to be fine, and we will indeed have the rotation that we wanted right here. So this is going to be really good for both the Int Frieza as well as Full Power Frieza. Let's see what type of numbers that Full Power Frieza is going to put up here. He's gonna steal the show completely from this Frieza. Oh, how much damage will you take? 50K. That's very good. That's very good for a free-to-play unit. And he's up to 600,000. Very, very respectable, man. I like this unit a lot. I do not regret rainbowing him whatsoever. Okay, can we get break 3 million? Oh! Dude. What? I'm sorry? He did 4.3. Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait. Wow. Full Power Frieza has really got it, because we had Big Bad Bosses active there, huh? Oh, man. Dude, like, I almost, like, that's higher than Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku got, right? Because he got up to, like, 4 million. Like, damn. Full Power Frieza. I gotta do a video of just units that had, like, surprising, really good attack stats, right? Like, that, I think, would make for an interesting video. Okay, so we got double Boo Gotenks. That's actually quite rare. Usually, you only ever really see Ultimate Gohan come out, but, you know, we actually got Boo Gotenks. Now, really, for Super Boo himself, any transformation he takes is good. I would say Boo Gotenks is probably the worst of them, because he has only, like, over in a Flash is a lot harder to get than, like, Shocking Speed. You know, the Boo Piccolo gives key to the whole rotation, which is really, really useful. And then, you know, the Boo Ultimate Gohan, you know, he has Shocking Speed, which is a big deal. Right? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has to have Shocking Speed. But it just creates, like, easier situations to super attack, whereas the Boo Gotenks, like, he's a powerful unit, but it's not really that easy to get him to go ahead and super, right? So, okay, I mean, here's going to be another rotation for the juggernaut known as Full Power Frieza. I did not know that he could get up to 4.3 million, but there you go. You know, this Frieza right here played a big role in that. That was just absolutely impressive, dude. And then, like, 2.6 million just chilling right there? Like, come on. Not bad, not bad. If we can get some crits, we could finish Vegeta off here, but, you know, I tend to have, like, this Broly, I don't know what it is, but he never crits for me. Like, he's got 15 crit, but he just does not crit ever. Never, ever, ever. Okay, we got an additional super. Come on, Broly. For the one time, hook your boy up with a crito! Yeah, there we go, Broly. Way to come through. Broly is still really good. I do think Blue Gogeta is better, but Broly as a number 2 TUR in Dokkan right now does feel right to me. You know, he's very, very good. The AoE, the attack, the defense, giving himself key. You know, every rotation, like, he just starts out with a super attack. Like, that's actually, like, really handy, you know. You might think it's like, overkill, but it can be very, very helpful in a lot of situations. So, okay, let's just go ahead and finish off by taking a look at this support type Frieza. We were able to get some crazy numbers with Full Power Frieza. I didn't realize Full Power Frieza could get quite that high. Like, I want to do a separate video for Ultra Full Power Goku to show, like, oh, by the way, he could get up to this point. And I kind of want to do another video for Full Power Frieza now and be like, oh, by the way, he could do this. Alright, so this is Resurrection for Revenge, Frieza Final Form GT. His leader skill is Int Type Key 2, HP attack and defense 30%, so not the worst, but definitely not really too helpful. His super attack is the Death Slicer, which does supreme damage with a medium chance to stun the enemy. So I referenced it earlier, but I believe it might be the next Dokkan Battlefield for Global Dokkan, where they will move to the new enemy set. One of them is Great Saiyaman, who will one-shot you. At least one of the times Great Saiyaman is a tech boss, so this Frieza works very well. Both reducing the damage just in case you get supered by him. Frieza can survive the hit with the damage reduction. And Frieza also has the chance to stun him. Both stunning and sealing are effective against that Great Saiyaman boss, so this Frieza can be very, very helpful. His passive skill, Death Form, is Extreme Class Allies 2 key, attack and defense 25%, and he reduces damage received by 30%, which is nice. His links are Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, and GT, so very good links for a free-to-play unit. His 12Q multiplier is 135%, which is definitely acceptable, again, for a free-to-play unit. And then he is on 2 category teams. He's over here on the, AGL Metal Cooler Most Malevolent Clan team, which, as you guys saw, is very, very good. And then he's also on the Transformation Boost team, which continues to improve. Really, if they could give us, like, a couple of different, like, leaders for this team, like we have a Boo leader, if they could give us some sort of transforming Saiyan leader for this team, that would be huge. And then maybe, like, I don't know, I feel like a Cell card that would be like a leader for this team or something could also be useful. So, we'll see what happens to that category, but it's very fun to use. This Frieza is fantastic. I've wanted to rainbow him for a while. Finally got the chance to. No regrets. He's great. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.